The next show we're going to be talking about is Boku no Hero Academia Season 2.
Yes, I know this was not one of the shows that we had talked about during our preseason discussion as far as that goes, but during my time frame watching all the other animes that I was watching, I kept coming across to the My Hero Academia, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, My Hero!" I'm like, you know what? I gotta watch it. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta see what the hype is and everything, and just wow, this is an amazing show.
You were interested when it started for the very first time. One, because it was Bones, and then two, because of the comic book style. Like when season 1 first came out, I jumped on it and loved it, and I was like, "Oh my God, you gotta watch it!" So I'm glad that you finally got around to it.
Yes, I finally got around to it, and I'm current on season 2, still going, and it's getting better and better. The overall story is just it grabs you and it captivates you. And it's something I think that a lot of people can honestly relate to because it's an underdog story.
Yep.
You know, it's taking the place of somebody who has a dream, who lives in a world full of heroes, and he idolizes like the number one hero above them all, and he wants to be just like him and do good things. You know, it's not just because he wants to be the hero and, you know, make money, which some of them, you know, most of them do, but he really honestly wants to do good things. And he got frustrated with the idea that he couldn't, and this is from season 1, and then ends up finding out from his number one hero that he can through a way of, you know, their powers and whatnot. And it just starts his journey, you know. And a lot of times you think about these animes like this, you're like, oh, it's a journey they're doing, and he's, you know, you're gonna do all the schooling, all the teaching and everything. But I mean, we're in season 2, and we're like 12 to episodes in on season 2, you know, something way up there or whatever. And he's still learning, but it's getting like, I like the progression because it's getting better and better, little bits and pieces at a time. And when he has, and they're doing the underdog so well, because when he has those moments when he figures these things out and he succeeds, you feel for him. And you're like, yeah, man, sweet, you did it. Woo! You know, and it's just that's when you know you have, you know, good story and good characters, when you get that involved and you feel for the character just as much. So that's, to me, like, you know, and then just the different abilities and the different powers. It almost reminds me of Railgun and them, because that city, because you see all these different abilities and all these different things. And even though, like, for the most part, they only have one ability per person, it's how they use them that makes it unique and interesting as well. So, this show, it came at me as a surprise, and I'm loving each and every episode that I come across. So, awesome.
Yeah, I've only seen the first season. I want to rewatch it so I can refresh my memory before I jump into the second season. I talked about this last year a lot. Like I talked about it through 12 Days of Anime. I talked about it the 3 different times during the season. So I just want to say now that I love the unique powers. Like you said, it's an underdog story, and we absolutely love those. And it is right now they're doing the tournament arc, so it's
okay. I will say, in the beginning of that, like the first couple episodes were tournament.
Okay.
Now each one has showcased their abilities. The top person won, and now all the heroes and companies of heroes out there saw the capabilities of these students, and so now each student actually is now under a mentor for a week, and they're in the field, they're learning. But they're also in the field, seeing what, you know, hero responsibilities are and what they do, which was awesome for our number one hero, because God, I can't remember his name. The number one hero above them all.
Oh, All Might.
All Might, yeah. So All Might's mentor actually reached out and said he would actually take him under his Deku under his wing.
Ooh.
And so that's why he's actually, you know, he's gotten a little bit better. He can control it just a little bit better. But at the same time, seeing him do what he does now with it, you're seeing the potential, and you're like, wow, if he can actually finally get a grasp on this without killing himself by doing it, it'd be great. It'd be freaking awesome. And you know he's going to do amazing things with it when he does. But yeah, every episode just waiting for more and more to come out just to see what happens and what they do. So
okay, I got to get back on this because I thought it was just going to be a really long, drawn out tournament arc, but yeah.
The basis of this, literally, I think it was into season 2. I think they did like 4 to 5 episodes of the tournament, and then once they got done with that, they've now wheeled it over to the mentor training and hero. So,
okay.
So is the other thing I was going to say about it too, is you'd think it being kind of this school vibe kind of thing going on here, that it would be very classic kind of school thing. But I like the fact that there are, school things going on here, and it's kind of down to earth, low vibe with that as well. But the fact that they are heroes, and heroes do come in danger, and there are, especially in the second season, some pretty bad things happen, and you can actually, it's like one hero actually ends up becoming paralyzed from his from fighting another villain, essentially. I mean, that's pretty major, It's like you're literally saying, this hero, and it was from one of the heroes that they're a relation of. Yeah. So it grabs you. But see, it's like one of those things. It's like they literally went there. They're like, you know what? We're going to have one of the heroes no longer be a hero. I mean, you didn't really know him, but you knew the person he's related to, kind of thing. Yeah. So it's those dark moments, and I like the fact that they're actually throwing that into that.
Yeah, they're putting real stakes into the show, which is amazing. So, okay.
We're not just talking about like little kids going and playing hero or whatever. No, we're talking about real world. Their shit's getting fucked up. People are dying, and there's real consequences for them, at least as far as that goes. And you feel it because of that. Because of that realism that they put into it like that, you feel it more for that. So it's just, it's an amazing show. It's probably not like one of my, it's at least up there, I want to say, in my top 10. Probably kind of the lower end regions of 10, but it's still pretty far up there.
Okay. Cool. All right. I got to get back to this because
absolutely.
Yeah, there was some questions that I had about it, and I don't want to spoil myself, so.
Because I'll tell you.
Yeah. All right.
But I was like, okay, little bit of a dark thing going on here, but I still kind of gave it the benefit of the doubt as far as that goes. Until I watched the next episode. Or was either the next episode. You'll get to the crazy hectic moments later on, but when you first ease into it's literally you're easing into it. You're easing into somebody's life. And this, they just threw you into the deep end of the pool and told you to swim. And